Shalom Akim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of greatly strong rule well, and to the Akim and the four corners of the earth. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is the bit of Nash DC Chem, short lesson for the hopeful elect. Yeah, so when you watch the beautiful lessons that Akim, the four corners of the earth, have been putting up, you just wonder why does it seem so difficult to get information about these Edomites, all right, as by their nationality and the whole gamut of information about them, who they are today, and what their actions and philosophies are. So when you go to this website, National Geographic, you don't really get much in typing the word Edom, all right? And you type in the word Edomites, you don't really get much in the search result. But when you type in Israel, you get all types of results. You type in the word Greece, you type in the word Rome, you type in America, you type in names of different places, you get different types of different results. Even if you type in Ishmael, you get more results. So when I did a quick search for Edom, how many results did I get? All just this little amount. This little amount. Yeah, let me just backtrack over there. Okay. This little amount of information. Alright. You get Petra, you get something about Herod. So, this is good enough, to start with. But at the end of the day, you just understand that hey, you gotta have a diligent search. You gotta have a search beyond one source. All right, so you gotta check out different locations. So to have National Geographic have limited little to nothing on who the Edomites are just shows you, that they're not really interested in covering who the Edomites are, according to the Holy Scriptures. I don't like to talk about the kingdom of Dawada and Shalom, all right, kingdom of David and kingdom of Solomon. I don't like to talk about Jesus Christ. I like to talk about the Middle East. But when it comes to talking about the Edomites, man, their researchers don't really go much into what you really need to know about who the Edomites are, So, and from the little information you could glean from the site, and you can check out the scriptures. Here's a good example. Herod died, right? So it's very, very important, that you become a so-called historian, so that way you're able to tell the truth and avoid being carried away by the flood of lies. All right, and that's it's really important, to do what is necessary. And you see all the iconoclasm. You just laugh and you ask yourself, how long? Here's Esau right there. Cliff Edom's words. That's how close you can get. On this website when you're looking for the truth. so the information that you really need, you're not really gonna get it on the website unless you go into their archives. All right, certain information they don't like to put out there. All right, and when you check out the Israeli Antiquities Authority website over there in the land of Israel, they just like to tout the information of our forefathers as theirs. You know, when you have all the information of the so-called Negroes or the so-called Latinos being Israelites, this you don't have to go to any length to try and misappropriate information that doesn't apply to them. They rather hide their nationality, okay, than speak the truth. All right, and that's why there's so much censorship on YouTube, because the truth is cutting them to the core, and they're really upset. You thought these were grown people that like to debate and have information for that, but that's not what they're really about. Their whole agenda is to have, their rulership, extends all generation, and they're fighting tooth and nail, to keep up, with the information that brothers are bringing out, even those that are in the world. All right. So I'm going to go straight to a quick precept from the book of Obadiah. Obadiah. All right. The book of Obadiah, verse 6. It says, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his things set up?" Okay. And that's what it means to have a mindset, of a researcher. You have all these so-called archaeologists. They like to travel around the world and dig up information so they can understand what happened in the past. But it's Edomites, that call them renowned historians. They don't talk much about their own nationality. It's like everybody else but themselves. So that's how they're able to cover the eyes of the world. Let me just say eyes, the minds of the people, and mislead them in a path, filled with falsities. So from the book of Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10, let's see, it says, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not." So serious judgment is coming upon these Edomites, and it all starts with the revealing of who they are according to the scriptures, and then from there the Lord starts to bring the heavy judgments upon them. Okay, so there is no if, ands, or buts about it as far who the Edomites are, because the prophecies of this end time is pointing to them so heavily, and they're in such a rush, to implement all types of mandates. Let's call it to have a shutdown or lockdown. It doesn't change anything, because this is the program of the Lord, and the prophecies have to take place. So I'm going to get another precept from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 23. It's just so much information, that you have to be happy about, that the Lord is pushing out there, through His Spirit. So our people can't wake up. So Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23, "Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. Yeah, but it's not possible, for those that are accustomed to do evil to be good unto the end, because the Lord has already rejected Esau from the beginning. So there's nothing else they can do but to fulfill their lot of vengeance and violence and hatred and lies. All right, and top it up with some oppression. So it's just a beautiful thing, man, to see the words of the Lord come to pass. All right. So one more precept will be from the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 58. All right, 58, verse 10. All right. So this is concerning the elect, the 1/3 of our nation, and those that are spread out to corners of the earth that are going to be delivered. So it says, and if thou draw out thy soul to the hungry and satisfy the afflicted soul, then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness shall be as the noonday. So when you preach the word of the Lord to our people and they are beginning to wake up, hey, that's a plus sign, And it says that light shall rise in obscurity, and that's a precept from the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 18. All right, so this is what it says. It says, but the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. And that's what we're looking forward to, that day of salvation, the day of deliverance of our people, from the hands of our enemies. Okay, so Isaiah 58, verse 11. All right. So, and the Lord shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones, and thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water, whose waters fail it not. So this knowledge that the Lord has given unto us to preach throughout the four corners of the earth, it shall not depart from us, And that's the promise of the Lord, to his elect, for those that diligently seek him, that trust in his name, yay, the sky's the limit, So that's upon the Hakim, should be glad that, the Lord is giving us all this information, to understand our heritage as Israelites, and never to be afraid of what the enemy will do, So that's upon the Hakim, the day of obscurity is coming to an end, and it's time for our light to shine. Shalom.